Good morning, everyone. So this week we are starting our new unit, and our new unit is on dinosaurs. We're going to learn about dinosaurs this week. So here I have a couple dinosaurs with me. And remember, dinosaurs, do they live now where we see them on Earth, or did they live a long, long time ago? Right? Dinosaurs lived a long, long time ago. So long ago that no human has ever seen one before on Earth. They lived that long ago. They lived so long ago. So here I have two different dinosaurs with me. This is a Stegosaurus, which we'll learn about later in the week, and a Brontosaurus. And then we also have the Triceratops because of its 3 horns on it. And then last but not least, we have the T-Rex, right? The ferocious T-Rex. So there are some different dinosaurs that we're going to learn about this week. But before we learn about the dinosaurs, we have to find out how we know about dinosaurs, how we learned that dinosaurs existed a long, long time ago. So first off, I said dinosaurs lived a long, 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 long time ago, right? And no human ever saw them. So how did we know that dinosaurs existed? So people were digging through the earth with their tools and stuff, and they dug up things called fossils. And fossils are like rocks that are found in the earth, and the fossils show bones, shells, footprints, and they not only did they find fossils, but they also found bones, and they found bones that were so big, they were like, no way does this belong to an animal or a human, it must be something else. So they found all these different big bones, and they tried to put them together like a puzzle, and that's how they found out of a dinosaur. They put the bones together, and it looked like a T-Rex. So they looked for fossils too, and fossils showed them of different dinosaurs that lived long ago. So here I have a fossil of, I think that's a dinosaur, some more dinosaur bones, and then a dinosaur footprint. Right? Dinosaur footprints would be way bigger than our footprints because they were so big. So they have to dig all over the world to find these fossils. And these people are called scientists, and these scientists are called paleontologists. I think I said that right. Paleontologists, and those are the people who study fossils. They're the ones who dig for fossils in the earth to find these bones and fossils. So I'm going to read you a story about what paleontologists do, and then maybe you might want to be a paleontologist and look for dinosaur bones. And then after, I'll read a little poem, and then I'll show you some tools that the paleontologists use to find these dinosaur findings. So all about paleontologists. A paleontologist is a scientist who digs for fossils. So they dig in the earth's soil for fossils. So almost like digging for rocks, but the rocks aren't just regular old rocks. They'll either have impressions of bones, teeth, fingernails, footprints, shells, all different kinds of things. So it wouldn't look like an ordinary rock, right? It would look like these kind of rocks where you'd see some impressions in there. They find fossils in rocks, and I don't know if you can tell, but that's a seashell fossil. You can tell by the impression of the seashell in the rock. Paleontologists can use fossils to learn about plants and animals that lived long ago. So no human has ever actually seen a dinosaur. So we use their findings to try to figure out what they looked like, because we don't know what color they looked like, how big they were, but we're guessing how big they were based on the bones that they found. Paleontologists can use tools to dig for fossils. So look at that picture. What kind of tools do you see? I see like the edge of a broom to probably wipe off the dust on the rocks, almost like a hammer or chisel to break through the rock, because rocks are hard, right? We need some tough tools to break through that rock to get to those fossils. And I'm sure fossils, they're not right on the surface. They have to dig deep down into the ground to find these. Paleontologists can dig for bone fossils. So when they're digging for fossils, they're digging, and then they might come across one of these bones, so then they dig around it to find the rest of it, and then there would be a dinosaur fossil. That's a dinosaur bone fossil. Paleontologists can dig for plant fossils. So here's a plant fossil. So not only are there bones and footprints, but there's also, like I said, shells and leaves impressions as well, like fossils. So that one's a leaf. And paleontologists can dig for footprint fossils. So there's our footprint fossil. That kind of looks like a smaller dinosaur, right? Paleontologists can help us learn about the past. So that's how they help us learn about the past. They dig up these fossils to help us learn about what lived a long, long, long time ago. So it says, I'm a paleontologist. I'm a paleontologist, and this is what I know. I study bones and fossils from creatures long ago. I put the bones together, a dinosaur you'll see. This is how they used to look. Now come and learn with me. So that's how we know. So a paleontologist is the scientist that finds all these fossils and bones that helped us discover and learn about the dinosaurs. So it says, I'm a paleontologist. So she kind of looks like she is a scientist. She's a scientist and she's wearing her lab coat. So let's look at some of the items that paleontologists use. So they need a hat, because usually where they go, it's really hot outside. If you're digging in the dirt or in the sand, it's hot outside, right? So they need a hat to protect them from the sun. They need to read lots and lots of books. So when they find things, they can start looking in books to see maybe what they found and connecting things to put together what they found. They need, this says backpack, but these are goggles or glasses. They need goggles to protect their eyes when they're digging in the sand so it doesn't get in their eyes, right? And a flashlight, because sometimes they dig all throughout the night. So they need a flashlight to keep light on them as they're digging through the sand or the dirt. So a flashlight. We have a clipboard to write their findings. So they need to write down what they're finding and where they're digging. So if they dig somewhere that they didn't find something, they don't want to go back to the same spot and keep digging, especially when they didn't find anything there. A camera to take a picture of their findings, right? So they need their camera. What else do we got? A couple more things. A map, right? So they look at a map and say, ooh, we haven't dug here. Let's dig here and see if we find anything new. Or they can be like, we did dig here. We didn't find anything. Let's try somewhere else. So a map to look at where they dug and where they found things before. A shovel, right, to break through the dirt. They definitely need a shovel to break through the dirt. Here are more glasses. Those look more like reading glasses, and those are the goggles then. Brushes, because they use the brushes to neatly brush over the bones and stuff to get the dust off of them. Because, right, you don't want to break the bones. You have to be gentle with them. A backpack to put all of their things in to carry with them easily. And then last but not least, a magnifying glass, because not all of the fossils are very big. They might be small, so they might need a magnifying glass to look at what the fossil is in the ground to see better, to see it better. All right, so this week we're learning about dinosaurs, and our scientists that helped us discover dinosaurs and figure out what those big animals are that lived a long, long time ago were paleontologists. They're scientists who study the fossils in the ground. And next we'll learn about dinosaurs that lived long ago, why they're not here anymore, and how they are born. Where did they come from? And then we'll also learn about different types of dinosaurs, like herbivores and carnivores, and a couple other things. So I will see you guys soon on our next lesson.